Good day, everybody. It's Jerry from Bullshit Corner. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is part 3, hopefully the final video, where we work out the issues. Everything seemed to work good. There was 2 minor issues that I'm going to have to take care of. The first one, and the most important one, as you can see in there, the ABS has warped. Now, I thought printing with ABS, it would withstand the heat better, but when I think about it, in the 3D printer, the ABS is melted and printed at 220 degrees. So I guess even if you're like half that, it would warm up. So I have a solution. One of it is I got new pieces printed here, but I'm going to use a special heat mat in here. I'm going to line the inside, and then I'm going to take part of that tubing and split it and run it through, and that should protect it. We're going to find that out. The second one is that you got to be careful with these plugs. I'm going to show you why. So I'm not sure if one of these got screwed up from the factory, but if you look right there, that's the positive. You come to this side here, and the black is up top, red is at the opposite. It's a good thing I discovered that before I plugged it in, because otherwise I might have blown the system. But right now I gotta work on getting these flanges off, replacing it, put the new liners in. The way we go. No fuel leaks, which is good. Everything seems to be operating, but we need to test this more. Big question is, how easy will this be to get apart? Biggest thing that's going to be is that I didn't really design this part to come apart. But we're going to find out just what the story is with this. I'm hoping that it'll come apart quite easily. Now, will this come out, or will I have to? I think I'm gonna have to loosen the whole thing and see if I can slide it back. So now, can I get that out enough? Yes, I can. Look at that warpage. Holy. There's a close look at the severity of the warpage that we're going to try to correct with the method I have outlined. Well, we got a 50-50 chance. If not, I'm going to spend another 6 hours printing 2 ABS caps. I love 3D printing, but the reality of the situation is that 3D printing is a long, slow process. It is not quick. All right, just tightening these up. Hey, if I get this, carefully get this hose back on. So that's the one from the inside. Now, if you look in that tube, we're kind of off-centered here. So if you look in here, the hot air would have been blowing against there, and that's why then it would have blew out. So first thing I'm going to do is I got the strip of this. I'm going to peel it, and I'm going to try to get it on where the foil is and make the first layer. I'm not saying that this is going to work, but I think I need to, I already peeled this. I think I need to cut it into smaller strips that are gonna be workable here. So I need to fish that in, right? I do hope this will work. It'd save me a bunch of hassle down the road. All right. carefully. That one there, put in. Looking good. Shine a light in there. Looking all right. Now I need to stuff one of those foil tubes in there. Now that I cut it, I gotta compress it so I can squeeze that in. To help monitor temperatures, I got this FLIR 1 we're gonna hook up. That way we can monitor the case for heat, because I want to have it run for probably about an hour, a good hour, just to make sure. So this time I'm gonna run it with the exhaust. I don't think it's gonna make a difference because I don't think there's a baffle in there. I'm all plugged in. Hose is connected. Come back over here. EcoFlow. Whoops. DC power. Should have power right there. It says it's on. Should take a couple minutes. You can hear the pump. I can hear it. Yeah, you can see we're really hot coming out of the elbow there. It's even hot to touch. That's our temperature coming out. 44 degrees. Right now the garage is 11 degrees. It's got the tube in there. See if I can, well, it's not really gonna heat up with the door open, but. It's still pretty solid. Doesn't start to melt yet. Right now I got the pump cranked as high as she'll go. Gonna let it do a burn. Make sure that everything's okay. Well, it's no surprise. I thought it would work. I thought the heat shielding tape would be enough to keep the temperatures down, that we wouldn't get any warpage, but on the outside we did. So this is what I picked up last night. This 3-inch exhaust tubing, and just gonna build flange, weld it on, put the steel tubing in there, and that should be it, fixed. This is where the fun is gonna begin. Gonna use the plasma cutter to cut that circle out. The old reboot. I'm gonna crank her up. 26, let's go 27. 27 amps. The old reboot. Gonna drill some 3/16 holes because I plan on riveting this. Throw this thing on. Gonna weld it like this, so this part hangs outside. That'll go inside the case. The old trusty E-sub Rebel here, but we're gonna have to turn this way down. See what the thinnest we can go. 30 wire, 24 gauge. Set it up for what the heck? There we go. Nozzle was just plugged up. Just got to rivet it on, but this doesn't work. I'll be at wit's end, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to have any issues. Get in there. Got it riveted in. Heat tube is on. This is gonna fire it up again. There's some tension on these flanges, so after it heats up, I want to see if it'll pop out of the case or not. Let it run for a bit. For whatever reason too, if you feel that you're gonna need more air in the case, the way that diesel tank is that you have the case open a couple inches like that and totally ventilate it. Doing one last test. Got it running. Got it blowing on the carbon monoxide detector just to make sure, because you got your fresh air vent right there, so it's gonna go straight through. So it's not going to suck up any exhaust because I got the exhaust tube. However, if there is some sort of internal leakage, I want to know. I want to know before I go out and try it out. So let it run for a while. All right, it's been about 20 minutes. I haven't got nothing, but still says 0. Come outside where the exhaust is chooching. Whoops, I think I just cooked it. Had it in front of the... Yeah, oh, shit. That sucks. So I opened up the case because it's getting kind of warm in this corner here from radiant heat. In all honesty, it's 8 degrees out, and when I'm going to use this outside in the bush, it's going to be like -10 or colder, so probably not even going to have that open, but just monitoring some temperatures. Let her run for a little bit longer, but so far everything's starting to look like it's doing pretty good. Pretty happy with the outcome so far. So I must say the new flange is a success. Made it out of steel, welded her on. Like I mentioned before, I just had the case open and it took care of the heat building up in this corner. However, I don't think that's going to be a problem when it's like -10 out. Just plus digits outside, run the heater. But I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. It's a good thing that I figured this out here in the garage, doing some testing, instead of taking it out to the bush and realizing it then and having a cold and unpleasant weekend. Okay, it's favorite time of day. It's motherfucking beer time. I think we got her licked. The first real test will be taking it out for real, which possibly maybe next weekend. Not 100% sure yet. I'll run it off my EcoFlow Delta. I do have a power cable coming that I can plug into the Jeep, run a little tiny extension cord. As long as my Jeep is parked somewhere close by my tent, it should be good, which usually it always is. I mean, I got a 6 foot power cord on it now, so I got another, I think it's like a 10 foot, 6 foot, whatever, coming. So it should be enough. Anyways, I'm gonna crack open this beer. This has been a pretty fun project, but now that I messed around with that, it's time to get back to work on the Jeep because I got some parts that I needed. Cheers, everybody. I want to thank everybody for watching. Fingers crossed. And if you've ever thought about doing a Pelican case or a plastic case, I was using the term Pelican case. Pelican case is a brand name, and that's a Princess Auto. So I'm going to rephrase that. If you ever had put the notion together to build a plastic case heater to use for the same setup I am, how would your idea compared to the one that I built? I'd like to know what you guys would have done differently, etc., compared to the build that I did. Anyways, once again, I want to thank you guys for watching. It's motherfucking beer time. And I'll see you in the next video.